Hi, welcome back. So Eli and I are having some choice-based interaction here. I noticed that some of the footage I was getting from the spy cam at nighttime was him pushing against the door, like he really just wanted to get out. And I thought maybe he wants to explore. Maybe he's a little bored. He's gotten used to his new enclosure. Maybe he's getting hormonal. I mean, he's 14 months old. I need to look up when they sexually mature. But maybe he's on the prowl. Who knows? Maybe he's hunting. He's hungry. He's going to be fed in a couple days here. So that could be it. So I just decided to sit next to his enclosure. And this was pretty late at night. It was after midnight for me. You see that timestamp in the bottom right-hand corner. And I was just giving him a platform if he wanted to come out, because otherwise he just dropped to the floor, like 3-foot drop, and I was not going to have that. Thank you very much. And as you can see, he kind of was like checking things out, but he definitely has a mind of his own. The thing with snakes is you definitely need to be extremely patient. Basically, don't really have expectations. I would say probably like this whole footage is about 10 minutes long. And aside from keeping him safe, I didn't direct him at all. I gave him options and he did what he wanted. I have noticed since starting to spend a couple minutes with him every couple of evenings or so, that the footage I see when I'm asleep, I should rephrase that, after I'm asleep, I wake up and I look at the footage from the night before, and I've noticed that he has less triggers of action that's been like triggering the motion sensor. That's what it's called, motion sensor. I love this part here in the video. You may not be able to tell, but he has the first third of his body actually outside of the door and the rest of his body inside the enclosure. And he was really looking for a way to climb. I think he couldn't understand that there's an invisible force field keeping him from his log and bridge, his security branch and his bridge. So he just was like, why can't I climb? I'm just floating and there's nothing. So he did climb a little bit on the door handle. He's like, well, that's something, but it's not really what I'm looking for here. But it's kind of fun to watch him. And I was there for security if he needed help or anything. He is so cute. This was so much fun watching him. And I decided to put my flashlight on my phone on, because otherwise it looks like that. Just this dark noodle wiggling around. I could have sped up this footage, but I really wanted to give you a sense of just how slow these snakes do move. They're making decisions every moment, and they really kind of at times seem like they only have 2 brain cells that both want to be on break at the same time sometimes. Here I saw he was getting curious about the top of the enclosure. I was a little nervous about this part, but he seemed to be figuring things out. He definitely has been learning how to climb better. That part made me a little nervous. But he was actually fairly well balanced on the door handle, and a good part of his body was still inside the enclosure, so giving him some leverage. Here I am getting a bit more nervous and kind of wanting to watch him more closely. And then I started realizing that he was almost all the way outside of his enclosure, and he wasn't going to have much leverage left to keep himself safe if he were to fall. So here I am kind of realizing, oh, I maybe need to grab this guy in a minute. Yep, here we go. So I approached him very slowly. I didn't want to spook him. I liked that he was being curious and inquisitive and adventurous. I think that's really good that he was doing that. Here I was trying to figure out lighting, because I'm actually watching the video footage that you're seeing right now. I was watching myself on my phone. That's what was going on there. And here I decided, all right, buddy, that's probably enough. Let's just put you back in here. Oop, okay, you slipped a little bit. Sorry, bud. He was totally fine. Totally fine. Mostly startled me more than anything else. Yeah. I basically just wanted to give us a reset button here, restart our positioning, and here I decided to offer my hand, and it was really cute. He actually set his head down on my hand, kind of like just checking in with me. And then he went back to like, alright, what else am I going to do? Let's see. I'm going to go over here and just check things out. And since he was inside with the lighting, I decided to put that flashlight down and see if he... Oh, his tail was being dumb here. That's what it was. And we were getting close to me closing up the enclosure here. It was really getting pretty late from me at this point. I was really tired. So I made sure that the doors were secure. As long as they're fully in place, he does not move them. And then just checking a couple things before I head to bed. I go and turn off his light, because that does not stay on at nighttime. I give him a daylight cycle. It's not an accurate one, but it's something. So I turn off his lights, and then I kind of toddle off and turn off. There's going to be a flash here. This is your flash warning. There it is. And now night vision is on because I turned off every single light. And enjoy the rest of this video. You've got a few more minutes here. I'm just enjoying him exploring while I'm not watching him. But I am watching him. You know what I mean. Enjoy the rest of this video. Thank you.